start interrogating him, and he's like, "We want you to bring him in. You know where he be." You know, like the scene in The Office where Holly's like going, burgers. He realised that Holly is like a Michael Scott compass,
and she leads them to like the rooftop and stuff.
They have this scene where it's like, we need you to bring him in. You're the only one to do it. And it's like, why me? And he's like, well, you just took out 6 of our best guys.
And you're 87.
yeah, 87.
Right, Rich.
Hello.
So we wanted to make a Jackie Chan movie because we love Jackie Chan, don't we?
We do.
And immediately you came up with an idea.
Chan v Chan.
So it's Jackie Chan versus off against his younger self.
Yeah, so it's like, because I was thinking of the film, I think it's called The Foreigner, and it's got Pierce Brosnan in.
Yeah.
It's like this old tempered Jackie Chan, but he still pulls off a lot of the Chan-esque moves. You know, like he'll use a rag.
Yeah. He'll take one item and then beat up an entire room full of people with it.
Yeah, there was this humanness to it where it felt like if he got hit, he gets hit. If that makes sense. Whereas younger Jackie Chan, like, he takes hits on the chest, doesn't he?
Yeah. We're making Gemini Man, but good.
But good, yeah. And should be prefaced by saying I have not seen the film as usual, and you watched it.
Oh yeah, I've just watched Gemini Man. And one thing I want to do with this film is a lot of it needs to be set at night because every scene where young Will Smith is in the daylight, it's the most terrifying thing you've ever seen in your life. So the first thing we need to figure out is who is Jackie Chan playing. Are you going to suggest we make it the actor Jackie Chan?
Yeah, that's what in my head is always that. I have a secret theory that no actors are real and they're all just bred in a tube, like all the Chris Hemsworths of the world. They're just all like all clones from labs.
Wait, so why have they cloned Jackie Chan? Is it so they can keep making movies?
Yeah, it's like they cloned him and they want the young Jackie Chan back.
Oh yeah, they want to make movies with the young Jackie Chan.
They want to reboot Rush Hour, but not with old sad Jackie Chan. He can fuck off. So that's like it's a stipulation, you know, like writers went on strike for CGI rights. This is like entity writers. In the future, we are allowed to reconstitute you through DNA, i.e. cloning. And he didn't know that. Because what did you say? He doesn't speak a lot of English.
Yeah, very broken English, as you can see in the bloopers of every movie he makes.
Oh, I love Jackie Chan.
I reckon we make the find it the midway point, him discovering that they've cloned him to reboot Rush Hour.
Could we have young Jackie Chan go evil?
He breaks out.
Yeah, and we need to bring in old Jackie Chan to beat him.
Okay, so hang on, let's start with the venue. So Jackie Chan is filming his latest movie. Mm-hmm. We start with him hurting himself on set, doing a stunt that usually would be completely normal for him.
Yeah, and maybe like at the beginning scene where he's after he hurts himself and stuff, he watches like a film of his from when he was a kid, and you see like him, you know, taking digs and stuff like that.
Wait, hang on. Wait, so he's watching an old film. Maybe he changes the channel to the news, and it's like a bank heist has just went down, and they show footage, and it's a young Jackie Chan.
Yeah, and then he has to ring his agent. And he's like, why is there a young Jackie Chan about there? And then his agent being all closeted about it. He's like, oh, I don't know, Jackie, just, leave it. Turns out, because where is he at the moment? Is he in America or?
Yeah, I presume. Well, let's say he's in America for this, because we're trying to make like one of the American, Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah.
That he famously hates making. So where does he go? He's just saw his young self on TV robbing a bank.
So basically the agent's all closeted and he won't talk about it. So that helps us set up. So he goes into like, is that what Rush Hour is? Like he's a cop or a detective?
Yeah, I think he's a detective, yeah.
Yeah. So he goes into Rush, he plays his character from Rush Hour basically. He's still got his old warrant cards from the set of Rush Hour. Yeah.
So there's a problem here, man. So when his character from Rush Hour went undercover, it was fine because it was just like an Asian man. When he goes undercover in this film, he's the famous actor Jackie Chan.
That's actually possible.
Okay.
No, but and then he has to like every single time go, no, that's not me. Maybe he leans, like a lot of white people are racist and like, oh, Asian look the same. He leans into this joke and goes, no, you're thinking of other famous Asian. So it's like he just takes the piss out of all the white dudes.
he does the norm thing where it makes you feel like you're being racist.
So then no one will question it because then you feel embarrassed.
Yeah. So Jackie is using his warrant card from Rush Hour.
Yeah. I love as well. It's probably something like, oh, go on.
Man, did you do this on purpose? That he uses it to get into the crime scene, the bank.
Yeah.
Did you do that on purpose? Sorry, I'm just slow.
No, yeah, yeah.
That's really good. I like it.
So he just rocks up there, and then someone's like, "Wait, you look like the dude." So the young Jackie Chan. I feel like though, if you showed me a young picture of him, I wouldn't immediately recognize him because I know what he looks a bit more like now.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, have you ever met a celebrity, like, just in passing and you don't recognise them straight away?
I think there's that level of reality where you're like, well, no, that wouldn't happen. That's a bit weird.
Yeah. So he's currently in the bank, posing as a detective he played in a movie trilogy from 20 years ago.
And he's like asking people questions.
He needs to like discover something here that leads him to his younger self.
Oh,
maybe he has like a fond memory of somewhere in the city, so he thinks my younger self will go there, even though that's not how clones work.
This is where we introduce the antagonist, so that would give us the drive. And what if they're like Hollywood, like sort of hitmen people? Also at the scene, and they notice him and just know instantly it's Jackie Chan. So after that scene, he goes to like a park to think it through, going, no, that can't be me, it's just a picture. And then the park is where we have our first fight scene.
So men in suits approach him, and we're not sure who they are yet.
Just as he was like, this was silly, what am I doing? I'm going to go back. It clearly wasn't me. He tries to leave, but the men are like, are you lost, old man? Where you going? And then we start trying to rough him up. This is set on a playground, so we could have some fun stuff where he comes down the slide and hits two people with his hands. Doing the roll.
Okay, yeah. How do we then unite him with his younger self?
So where are we on the menu?
We're just before the midway point where he discovers that they cloned him to reboot Rush Hour.
Okay. I think, what happens is he gets beaten. He's older than he gets beaten. He does take a few down, and then they start interrogating him, and he's like, we want you to bring him in. You know where he be. You know, like the scene in the office where Holly's like going, burgers. He realised that Holly is like a Michael Scott.
Yeah. And she leads him to like the rooftop and stuff.
They have this scene where it's like, we need you to bring him in. You're the only one to do it. And it's like, why me? And he's like, well, you just took out 6 of our best guys.
And you're 87.
yeah, 87. Can we introduce the Chan effect at this point? Some like like that typical scientist scene that you have in a Nolan film, right, where they just walk through an explanation of something bonkers. Yeah. We were trying to quantify the Chan effect, and he was like, "What's the Chan effect?" He was like, well, on the fundamental reality of quantum particle, whenever you are in the room, you start to manipulate the uncertainty principle, which we had now dubbed the Chan principle.
And that guy is just wearing a lab coat, even though he's not in a lab. It's just, we need to make it clear he's a scientist. Yeah. He's just wearing a lab coat.
He draws the equations for the Chan effect.
Okay. Right. The Chan effect. That's the name of the movie.
It is as well.
Right.
It is as well.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. We can't have this Jackie Chan out there. He goes, why didn't you reach me? And he was like, well, technically we did. And then they show like some video of the fact that they've cloned multiple Chans to go after certain Chans, but they've all just ran off and gone madness. So there's just Chans everywhere.
He's found that they cloned him to reboot Rush Hour. So what can his payer price be?
Or maybe that's it. They promise him we can transfer your body into a younger body or something.
Oh.
And we can give you the glory. You give you the glory of being young again.
We've got his change then. We've got the final step where he decides that it's okay to be old.
Yes, there you go. Perfect. He tracks down younger Chan. There'll be a fun fight, won't there? But then... Yeah.
At night time, so we don't have to show him during the day.
Yeah, and it's just the Chan effect in full effect. We need to have them turn on the Hollywood execs. So Chan's been doing bank robbery to fund an anti-Hollywood...
He's making his own studio.
Yeah, and it's just all Chan. It's like they go to the Chanarium, and it's just all the other Chans in there.
He's just gonna like Chan out these movies, all starring younger versions of himself.
Well, not just that, but also like train up a Chan school.
To do what? To do what? What's he gonna do? Oh, okay. rob more banks. Like,
no, like the bank. It's like a Robin Hood thing, like the bank thing. Like you assume it's bad, but actually, the Hollywood execs are bad, aren't they? So he refuses to turn them in, and he's like, but he's already went to the Chandler, so he's accidentally led the Hollywood execs to the...
Are all these Chans gonna fight against SEAL Team 6?
Yeah.
The young Chan has been robbing banks to fund his own studio. Jackie Chan isn't that creative. As I told you the other day, his production company is called Jackie Chan Productions.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, they're doing their own studio to make more Chan movies, and like it's not like nothing. And the stories are just like, they're like, what's the story gonna be? I was like, I don't know, fights and stuff.
But isn't he just as bad as the villain? He's gonna churn out movies. What's the difference?
Well, there needs to be something where he goes, the young need to make the mistakes or something like that. That's the message you got to learn.
Right. Wait, hang on. That actually ties in, because the film is about him deciding that it's okay to grow old.
Yeah.
So similarly, it's okay for him to be young and make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine the CGI budget on like that little shot of like about 40 Shans in a room.
You know how when Ian McKellen was making The Hobbit and he cried to himself because he was just sat alone on the green screen? How will Jackie Chan feel just looking out at a crowd of people wearing green screen masks?
And they all go, "Where you?"
You know what? This was a great Jackie plan.
There we go, brilliant.
Now everyone get in the Jackie van.
Can that be the last scene of the film?
Fine. That'll do, man. Of course, we end on bloopers of Jackie Chan mispronouncing English words. Because apparently that's how we end every Jackie Chan movie.
Also, I love how we built up this like quantum manipulation of reality and it never gets used once ever again. That's like a fundamental discovery that would change our understanding of physics, and they just moved past it.
We glossed over it because it's a Jackie Chan movie and people are here to watch him fight.
Yeah.